I want to take a second, guys, just to go over the layout of the stage, what it looks like on this image and why it is the way it is. So according to our social distancing requirements, anybody singing needs to be 12 feet apart. In order for that to happen, we took the stage, measured it out, Mr. Moskell, Mrs. Mullen, Mrs. Mainville, myself, and we found that there are 6 quadrants that are spaced at 12 feet apart. Okay, here, here, and here. These in the back are only 6 feet deep, and so therefore they're not able to be utilized by anybody singing. Now we do have a little wiggle room here. For example, if I have people placed at every corner, right, I can go 3 deep and still be 12 foot apart, right? And if I did that on every corner, I could potentially get 12 people singing or moving. I do not know how that will work in terms of the curtains, and I can't necessarily make any guarantees that that is going to take and be the best placement for people. The best thing in terms of movement is going to be when you're in these quadrants, having 6 people on stage and potentially 9, we're going to work to see if we can get the 12. The second piece I want you to be aware of is that this stage, you're looking at it currently as if this is stage left and stage right. So here is your audience down here. Here is stage right and stage left. Now the auditorium, as beautiful as it is on the stage, it has made some changes so that all of your area stage right here, this is all rigging. We do not have any offstage space in the wings. There are essentially no wings on stage right. There is a single door, like the size of a door for a classroom, in the back stage right where you can exit out. And this is all hallway, so you have room to wait outside there. That will essentially be your stage right waiting space. Off here on stage left, there's a little bit of wing room, but not a ton. But you have, this is a double set of doors out to the hallway, where it used to be just a single doorway. Now, as far as the yellow boxes that you see, the yellow boxes are going to represent rehearsal boxes that Mr. Moskell is making. They are going to be about 19-inch cubes. They will have a lid on them, and they will be hollowed so that on a hinge you can open it up, and inside will be a variety of props that you will have access to be able to use during the show. These rehearsal cubes will be able to be used for later shows and later productions where they will be able to nestle together to create platforms or whatever we might need to create for a show. They're very versatile. What you need to be aware of is the blue lines represent 12-foot distances, except for here where they represent just 6 foot in depth. The green lines represent 6-foot crosshairs so that you know where the 6-foot mark is, and then the exact center on each of the quadrants. As I give blocking throughout these videos between now and production, you're going to need to pay attention to the fact that your downstage, okay, or front of the stage line is A, and it goes back in descending order, B, C, D. Your horizontal lines are A, B, C, D. And the first line, this is going to be our main point of entrance here. The first line you encounter is line 1, then 2. So your vertical lines are numbers, 3 and finally 4. The quadrants themselves, if I tell you you need to be somewhere in a quadrant, I will refer to those as quadrant A1, quadrant A2, quadrant A3, quadrant B1, or for short, Q, QB2, QB3, QC1, QC2, QC3. Hanch will have his little designated desk or chair area over here on stage left, and Rona over on stage right. Mitch will have one set of chorus risers upstage on stage left, and that will be where Mitch resides through the majority of the show. Hopefully this helps explain things a little bit to let you know character placement for the majority of our spellers.